So Athletes InterVarsity is literally a collegiate ministry for specifically college athletes to come and encounter and know Jesus. Our vision is that we would see coaches and athletes transformed, collegiate athletics renewed, and world changers develop. It's been an honor now over my last 4 years to walk with students like Bethany and Kennedy and see the ways in which God is transforming their lives. God is renewing the collegiate athletics scene at Occidental College, and I believe that Kennedy and Bethany will go on to become world changers as well.
Athletes InterVarsity is a really amazing program because it brings together individuals who have so many different things in common. All of us are athletes, but we're also seeking God in some form and in some capacity. And coming in my freshman year, I was really nervous to attend. I was kind of freaked out. I was like, maybe I'm not qualified to be there. Like, do I really even know enough to be there? And one of my teammates said, nope, you're coming, and dragged me straight from practice and took me to my first ever meeting. And the rest is history. I attended every meeting since then.
Yeah, my whole first year of college, I had been praying that God would bring another Christian to our team and to campus, and he answered that prayer through Kennedy. And I always tell her how she's just such an answered prayer, because that just made me feel less alone in my faith.
I remember the first time that I met Bethany. She was an excited first year at Occidental College. She had just come back from a missions trip, and she said, Reece, I want to reach my team. And I said, awesome, let's do it. And she went and said, hey, teammates, girls, do y'all want to have a Bible study? And this one girl said, ew. And Bethany literally came back to me that night crying. She was just overwhelmed. After that night, Bethany began to pray with Athletes InterVarsity. She began to come into our first ever apprentice program at Occidental College. She began to grow and set her roots down as an individual. And I always tell my students, roots over fruit, or who you are is more important than what you do. And as her roots in Jesus began to go deep, the fruit of her life began to spread wide.
Yeah, it's really been amazing to see kind of the culture shift on our volleyball team. God is so present in it now. We have about half of our team who are coming to our different Athletes InterVarsity spaces, and it's created this kind of deep relationship within the team, and we know each other at a deeper level.
I think being around a community like that where everyone loves each other so deeply in their relationship with the Lord, I think my confidence in myself and in who I am in Him, I think skyrocketed. And all of a sudden I was realizing, like, I am a follower and I do want this, and everything that I do is doing it with Jesus. And I think InterVarsity really built up my confidence in who I am and who I am in the Lord.
Yeah, it's been such a blessing to kind of see my relationship with Kennedy just transform and just grow, and it's been really amazing. Now she's leading a space for all athletes, which is a space that I used to lead, and that's so special to kind of see her take that space and make it her own.
Bethany has been nothing but amazing to have in my life as a teammate, as a friend, and honestly as a sister. We've been through so much together. We've experienced so much together, and I remember that very first time I went to Athlete Huddle. We had been on the volleyball team together, and we go to Athlete Huddle for the first time, and she was, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. Let me introduce you to everyone. And everyone was so involved in the other people's lives, and it was less of a club and more of a family, and I think that's what really, really drew me in.
And it's not only Bethany and Kennedy, but there have been so many other teams that we have seen transform to Occidental. We've seen the basketball team with Ryan Conashiro. We've seen the football team with Harrison Wakefield and James Howe. We've seen the men's soccer team with David Michael Payne. We've seen the track and field team, the swimming team, the water polo team. We've seen so many teams, the rugby team, right, come to know Jesus and come to have a relationship with Him.
Reece has been a really amazing part of my faith journey as my campus staff for Athletes InterVarsity. I really value the mentorship that he brings, and I think he really pushes me and guides me towards Jesus, and in that, like, loves me through that.
Yeah, Reece has been so incredibly formative in my college years, in my faith. He has really challenged me and loved me so well. And through all the doubts and fears I had about being bold in my faith and reaching out to my teammates, he was right there with me every step of the way.
Praying for them, teaching them how to read the Bible, teaching them how to hear God's voice, sitting with them in some of their trauma, their pain, also calling out their beauty and their wonderful sides and the ways in which God has created them, and then helping them prepare and strategize, how can I now take the good news of Jesus to reach my team? And that the legacy of Athletes InterVarsity would not actually be spoken or seen solely on the college campus, but would leak out to transforming the world so that the kingdom of God could come and could actually be seen through God's people.